ขอถ่ายรูปได้เปล่าอะไรครับขอถ่ายรูปได้ไหมตามสบายเลยครับถ่ายรูปได้เปล่าเราอยากถ่ายรูปดูเล่นรูปสวัสดีครับ and welcome to this interesting vlog. Going to be using this disposable Fuji camera, Fuji color, and then we'll be using the flash mode. And at the same time, if there's some extra photos, we'll be trying to use the flash mode on the regular Fuji camera as well. So that's why it's quite dark at this point.
So in this video, I'll just show all of the photos, the goods and the bads, and the ones that were bad. I decided not to use the flash for some of the scenes, which was certainly a mistake. Seeing some of the shots with very bright lights on the subject, I thought this should be bright enough, but obviously it was not. Secondly, it was some flash were too far away, so that's just another thing. In the later half of the video, I'll be using my X-T1 with its flash, and we'll be talking more about how it feels to use that camera. So stay tuned.
Wish you could have loved me. It's just a dream.
Now here using the Fuji flash, it has some quirks to it that I don't exactly understand. Sometimes when turning on the camera for the first time, I have to do a couple of test shots where the flash wouldn't go off in the first photo, but on the second photo it does. So here some of the photos didn't have the flash go off, and so it was slightly underexposed. Though with some editing, the photo can be recovered and just have to use a different subject. In that case it was the flowers, and then we just have some rim light on the person selling those flowers instead. In a few other photos it was just getting a very low contrast kind of black and white style, which is something I do want to experiment, so I wasn't too upset about it. But when it did work, it worked as I intended, where my ISO don't have to be too high and the subject is still well exposed, whilst being able to use a faster shutter speed. Do note when I'm using this flash, I was using at the settings of -1, so I try to keep the flash slightly lower in brightness, so to not sort of disturb the people that I'm photographing, and also that, again, I think it gives a slightly more natural lighting than the overexposed harsh flashlight that we normally see and people sort of criticize and dislike about flash. another day, I was testing the flash with some objects to see how it interacts being close and far, and with the third photo I sort of see that if the background is really dark, then the isolation between the subject that is well lit and the background being very dark can bring some potential. So I had to go test it out and ask these fine gentlemen who were on a tuk-tuk if I could take their portraits, and they were quite kind enough to agree, and here are the results. Though the second person was unfortunately underexposed, though with a little bit of editing I can sort of pull it back up just a little bit, but it's still a learning experience to expose correctly. In this case it was already so dark that even the EVF is completely dark and I almost couldn't see. Added that I was using a manual focus lens at the time and was also zone focusing, which might also be the reason that the screen was completely black and I was basically just trying to zone focus portrait shoot at the time. Later on, found another person in a brighter area and took her photo as well, just doing some kind of writings that I'm not sure what it meant. That's all for now with like the flash photography that I'm trying, and hope to do more. It's been really interesting and quite fun, but I'll leave you off with a few other photos, just taking regular night photography without flash, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye for now.